All right, so today is the last day of this 90-day challenge that I've been involved on. And so it's by the Proven Team. It's with a company called Zija. And what we do is there's like a weight management system that we do for these 3 months, okay? So it involves some really great nutrition. It involves Moringa. You know, all the nutrition that you actually need in a day is there in this stuff. So this is the 90-day challenge. And, you know, initially my goal was to lose 45 pounds. And I'm telling you right now that I got pretty dang close. You know, I've lost over 30 pounds in 90 days. So, you know, I'm really happy and I'm really proud of that. But, you know, initially, like if you've seen any of my videos, initially it was all about the weight. You know, I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get healthier. It's going to be awesome. And then pretty soon it changed. And it changed into becoming a better me, becoming who I know I am, but didn't know who I was. And I still don't, but I know that I'm getting closer. And I know that over the last 90 days, everything in our lives have changed. And I'm not just talking about health. That's dramatically changed. I'm not talking about losing weight. That's been freaking awesome. I'm not talking about relationships being stronger and only involving those in our lives that help us. I'm not talking about that. You know, I'm not talking about the fact that my income level has changed 1,000% since I started. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, you know, the amount of knowledge and self-empowerment that I've gained in the last 90 days. I'm not talking about that. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, just seeing what is real in the world. I'm not talking about that, you know. I'm talking about 90 freaking days of dedication, of self-improvement, becoming aware of all those things that are around us that distract us, that hurt us, that keep us down. Because I'm telling you guys, the things in this world that men have designed, that women have designed, that people that don't want us to figure out what's going on, all their designs is to keep us down, to keep us enslaved to a system that we fund. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, you know, changing a mindset that was in a mindset of being a victim. I'm not talking about that. You know, I'm not talking about improving, you know, skin tone. I'm not talking about that. You know, I probably should sit and write down all the things that I'm not talking about. But this 90 days, that's what I'm talking about. 90 days. What happens in 90 days? What did you do the last 90 days? Okay? You know, did you go to work every day hating your job? Did you wake up tired every day? Did you wake up late every day? Are you always rushing to do stuff, you know, that for somebody else? You know, is your life built supporting other people that don't care about you? You know, is that what I'm talking about? Maybe. What could you do in 90 days? I could tell you right now that the next 90 days are going to blow away the last 90 days. And the last 90 days blew away 41 years of bull. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about reprogramming the subconscious. Reprogramming our stupidity that is in our minds that we don't know it's there. We don't know what we don't know, guys. You know, we don't know what we don't know. And I know that to some people that sounds stupid and ridiculous, but if you really think about it, if you think you know everything and you think you've got it figured out, you think you've got it made in this life and the next, you should think again. None of us do. I don't. I'm still learning. I'll always be learning. And that is the trick. That is the secret right there. We never know everything. We are always learning. If we think we've reached any point of height and we can't go any higher, it is our self-limitations and self-set ceilings that exist. It is not real that there is a ceiling. There is no ceiling. We have unlimited potential to be whatever we want to be. There are no exceptions. There are no limitations. I've seen people that have no arms and no legs that are doing crazy, awesome things. I've seen people that have had their entire lives destroyed, lost their entire family, been in massive accidents. And they overcome those things because they realize the same thing. There are no ceilings. There are no limits. Limits are set within ourselves. We set our own limits. We allow other people and other things and other distractions to limit us, to program us with limiters. Vehicles that can only go so fast, it's because they have limitations built within them. The system that everybody is in is built with limitations. You get a job, you can only go so high, even if you own the company, you can only go so high, right? As far as income goes, maybe that can go forever if you find the right situation. But if you have a job and you're there, you have a maximum. There is a limit set in this world that most people perceive as real. It's not real, guys. What's real is what you believe is real. What I believe is real is what is real. It's my reality. Somebody told me that there is an absolute truth and that there is one single absolute truth. And so we don't have any individual truths, which is 100% complete bull. It's a lie. We all have our own individual truths. I know that I am, and that's it. I am, I exist, and I can do anything I want to. Anything. I have no limits. Nobody can tell me that I can't do something. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. That's what this 90 days has been about. Or not been about. And this next 90 days, and I'm challenging every single one of you that's watching this to join me on this journey. Join us on this journey. We're doing this as a family. My wife, my beautiful wife, just had a baby 1 week ago. Like literally within the next hour and 10 minutes, it'll be exactly 1 week ago. And you know what? Her healing time is going to be amazing. I mean, we went home 6 hours after the birth. The birth happened within a half hour after we got to the birthing center. We do water births. And everything was 100% perfect. And you want to know why? It's not by chance. It's not because God said, this is going to be a perfect birth. And I'm not discounting anything with God. Please, all you guys who are, religious people and whatever. I mean, no offense, nothing like that. God has a hand in everything, okay? But we have the power of God within us. If we intend and focus our energy on something, it will happen. You have to know it will happen, not just believe it. The middle part of belief is a lie. Okay? Look at the word. Write it out. You have to know that it's going to happen. We knew that she was going to be born on the 24th of March. And in numbers, that's an awesome day. It's a 9-day. We knew that. We set that within our lives, and we set everything around us to focus on that is the day that she is born. Even though the medical, due date, which is more like a guess date, right? It was tomorrow, April 1st, April Fool's Day, Easter, right? Sure, that'd be a cool day. But we knew, or I should say mostly my wife knew. I just knew she knew. Right? But that was our energy. That was our intention. We knew. And we knew it was going to be in the morning. And at 8:42 on the 24th of March, our brand new baby Journey was born. And the birth was perfect. There was nothing that was out of place. There was no person that should have been there that wasn't there. And I mean, no offense to the people that we love out there who have helped us in our previous births. Love you guys. Things happen for a reason if we intend them to happen that way. If we allow things to happen and happen to us, we are not being our true authentic self. We can manifest those things in our lives that we want most by focusing on those things every minute of every freaking day. Maybe that's what this 90 days has been about. I know who I am. I know what my worth is now. Well, I'm still learning that. But I know who I am at this moment. Now is all we ever have, guys. We can either choose to continue to do the things we've always done that aren't getting us the things that we want and know we deserve. We can continue doing those things forever, thinking that the results are going to be different. But I'm telling you right now, one thing that I learned about a year ago, is that there's a thing called the slight edge. I believe that's what it's called, by an awesome guy named Jeff Olson. And he talks about little things done over a long period of time, consistently, being persistent with it, can get us gigantic rewards or gigantic sorrows. The choice is ours, guys. 90 days doing little things every single day consistently changed our entire life. Do you get that? Do you think that's just by chance and by fate and I got lucky? No, that was my intention. I intentionally focused and changed my life, changed our lives, changed our families' lives forever. There's no going back once you see behind the matrix. You can't do that. You could be like Cyrus and want to eat that steak and do whatever. The steak, but you don't know it's not real, but I want to go back to the matrix because I want to live in La La Land. I want to believe that blah, 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 blah. I'm a victim, whatever. Believe all you want. It's a lie. No. Know who you are and know your worth. Join us this next 90 days for a 90-day challenge. I'll post some links and stuff like that. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this because I know who I am. I know my purpose. Well, I'm still learning that, right? There are so many people who have helped me on this journey. And I'll give proper credit maybe below in the comments and something, but everyone, and I'm talking about even YouTube personalities that I don't know personally who have helped, like Ralph Smart, Robert Kassar, even Karen Urbanek, who's helped me in my past that is along the same lines as what I'm learning. Michael McLean in the Proven Team, Kaylee, freaking Robbie Law, even Paul Douglas, okay, and Brian Fox, you guys helped me in this too. And everybody else along the way who's given positive input, positive vibes, and of course, most importantly, my wife, right? Isn't the one that is closest to us supposed to be our greatest support, our greatest strength, and also helps us keep us in check, right? Right? That's important, but with love, not with guilt, not with, negativity, not with, Life is love, my friends. My brothers and sisters out there. Life is love. Life is abundant. And we don't have to attract things to us. We can manifest those things in our reality. Attraction is just a step. It's a stepping stone to being able to manifest things within our lives at will. And that is by knowing that we can do those things. I'm sorry this went a bit long. I'm going to cut it off at 15 minutes, which is in 2 seconds. I love you guys. Peace out. This has been 90 days of a transformation. that's infinite.